Have you ever wondered, you wanted to move to a different city, but you just didn't know like which city to move to, or you didn't know like the pros and cons? So in this video, we're going to go over the pros and cons of living in Tacoma, Washington, and just to kind of give you like an overview, so maybe that can help you make a decision on whether you want to move to our beautiful, beautiful city or not. So we're going to go ahead and get to it right now. If this is your first time to this video and you want to know everything there is about living in Tacoma, Washington, the good, the bad, the pros and cons, subscribe below, tap the bell for notification so that you will be the first to know about the current market in Tacoma, Washington. My name is Sheila Duncan, and we get calls and emails every day from people just like you, wanting help with relocating, making the move to Tacoma, Washington, and we absolutely love it. We love helping people. So whether you are moving in 9 days or 90 days or 5 days, 6 months, give us a call, send us a text, shoot us an email, or even catch us on Zoom so that we could help you make the smooth move to Tacoma, Washington. When I first got here, I came here in 2001. I was transferred because I was in the military at Fort Lewis, which is about 30 minutes away from Tacoma. And I had never heard of Tacoma, really. I mean, all I had heard of is Seattle and like the military base, but I had never heard of Tacoma. And so when I got here, my family and we got here in 2001. I was mostly like on the base, and then as we just started exploring around, then we found the different pockets here, like Tacoma, Federal Way, Puyallup, Steilacoom, like all the little pockets there are around Tacoma. And Tacoma is such a beautiful, beautiful city. It is like just so vibrant, so much to do. What I like most, and I still like most, are the evergreen trees. Like, they are everywhere. Like, it is so green, it is so clean, and the seagulls are everywhere. And so that is what I fell in love with when we first got here in 2001. And since then, we are still here. So just to give you a little bit of overview, one of the pros, like I stated, is it's just really diverse here in Tacoma. There's so many different cultures, so many different ethnic groups here, and it feels just like a family, like a community. And it is quiet. It's still a city. It's a smaller city than Seattle. You can still do so much. If you don't want the robust of living like in the big city like Seattle, then Tacoma is the perfect place. And I just cannot say enough about Tacoma. So just look around. I mean, if you just look at everything, just look around. I mean, and this is just one part of it. We talked about the first pro. So the second pro, I think, is Tacoma has, the job market is amazing. It has a robust job market. It's not far from Seattle. We're like maybe 25-30 minutes from the big city, which is Seattle, which is great. We're like centrally located around everything. And so if you have a job and you want to work in Seattle, like the big companies like Microsoft or Google, Amazon, it's not that far away. So it's only like 30 minutes, as long as it's not rush hour traffic. But other than that, it's just a great place. Like, if you're looking to relocate and you want a nice income, a nice career, then Tacoma is one of the best places to get that. When I was in the military, of course I was in the military, so of course the military was paying, but like once I transitioned from the military, I needed a job. But so when I got out of the military, I went to school and to use my GI Bill and all of that stuff. And then I got a job at the federal building with the VA, helping veterans get their benefits. That is how much I love to serve. I love to help people. I'm still helping veterans, still helping whoever I can. I love to help people achieve their dreams of home ownership. So that is like passionate. That is like one of my passions that I love to do. And so, like I said, the job market is really robust here. And another thing I could say is, of course, the weather, because we're out here in the weather. Today is a really good day. It's a sunny day. It's a little bit chilly. That is why I have on the hat, but it is still just such a beautiful day. We are in the month of March. And so March is still kind of chilly, but it's still perfect weather. I love when the sun is out. It just makes you just want to get up and just go and just do. And so that is what I like when the sun is out. And so the weather is just so perfect. Even in the summertime when it's hot, Tacoma is just so, I just love it. And we have the water all around the Puget Sound. We have, like, if you look, this tree, then we have like water behind that tree. But if we go to the other side, which I'm going to take you to the other side, you can kind of see the water, but you can see it more like when the sun is like really, really bright, but you can still see it somewhat now. So I'm going to take you over there on the other side of my deck so you can see the water. And then if you look even closer, you can kind of see downtown. Well, you can see downtown Seattle. See, like I said, you can see like the trees are kind of bare, but if you look right in the middle, that is Puget Sound. So that is the water that you can see, and it looks so beautiful, like on a sunny day. Today, like I said, is a little bit chilly, but it's fine. It's still beautiful here. And then you have the beautiful trees, and these trees like are all around. You have like the evergreen trees. You have all of that. It's just a super beautiful city. Okay, another pro. We cannot forget about the outdoors activities, because there are so many things to do in Washington State, period, but specifically here in Tacoma. There are so many things to do. I mean, the water, like I said, is all around. If you like kayaking, if you like boating, if you like fishing, like when we first got here, we went crabbing, and I thought that my kids, they loved that. It was like really, really fun. We went on the dock and put the little, I think the crabs, they like spoiled chicken or something like that. We put the traps down and we pulled it up like a couple hours later, and it was tons of crabs. And we went home that day and we boiled all the crabs, and it was really, really good. And I thought that was like really, really fun. When we first got here, my daughter, she loved to go to the, when we had low tide, and just to get like tons and tons of seashells. It's like so many hiking trails, biking trails. I mean, it's just so much to do. And if you want to go swimming, you can do that. And we've gone to like different trails. Like we have a mountain, it's called Mount Si. They have two. They have like a smaller version, like a little baby Mount Si, and then they have the big Mount Si. They're side by side, and you walk up the trail. Oh my God. We walked that trail up the mountain. When we came back down, my legs felt like they were just like numb, because you don't feel it when you're going up. So if you're like an outdoorsy person and you like doing things outdoors, then Tacoma is the perfect place. There's so many trails, so many biking trails, so many just things to do. I mean, anything that is outdoors, then perfect. I mean, I love being outdoors. I love walking. I love hiking. I love going biking. I just like, anything that's outdoors, and especially when it gets hot like this and it's all beautiful and sunny and it's just going to get better from here, then I am in, and I know you are too. Another pro of living in Tacoma is, I think, the affordability. The homes you can get a good sized home, a more affordable home here in Tacoma as opposed to compared to Seattle or Bellevue. I mean, the homes are still, more pricey than like other U.S. cities, but it's still, for Washington State, it is still a very good find. The average home is about $400,000 here in Tacoma. I mean, you can get some for like under $400,000, like maybe in the high threes, $350,000 to maybe $400,000. But if you want like a decent sized looking home, then I think the average should be, or is, about $400,000 in Tacoma. That same house, say in Seattle or even Bellevue, would be probably like maybe $200,000, $300,000 more. And you have a good community here in Tacoma. The people are really nice. They're really friendly. There's so many like eateries and things to do. There's bars. There's just tons of restaurants. Like one of my favorite restaurants here in Tacoma is Indochine. They have some of the best Asian cuisines that you ever want to taste. And now when I go there, my favorite is what is it? I can't think of the name, but it's some kind of shrimp dish, but it has like a sweet taste. And then sometimes I get the Mongolian beef. So it just depends on like my mood, what I want. I can hear the plane overhead because the airport is like really, really close. Well, it's about 20 minutes. And so that is one of the good things. Like I said, there's tons of restaurants. Then here in Tacoma, we have the Glass Museum. So I have footage from that. So you can kind of see and you can go inside and see actually how they make the glass, which is really, really interesting. Like that is a tourist, a must-see place that you can go to. Then we have the aquarium here in Tacoma. So there's just like tons of things to do. That is another pro. The cons is if you're not used to this type of weather, like especially in the wintertime, because it's cold and it's rainy and it's wet from maybe the end of October until about this time of year, like March, it's still going to rain. If you're not used to that and used to like sunny places, all of that, then I don't know if Tacoma or even Washington State is a good fit for you. But it's an amazing, amazing place. In the summertime, from the end of like, I would say like the beginning of April until about October, like it's perfect weather, very, very little humidity. Yeah, I think that would be a drawback for some people. Another drawback is the traffic in Tacoma is absolutely terrible. When I say terrible, I mean terrible. It is terrible. Like, especially during rush hour traffic, it is so bad. So I would say, if you could, like, if you're commuting back from Tacoma to Seattle, then you need to get on I-5 in the morning. It's really congested. So like if you can get on I-5, like maybe after 9:30, 10 a.m., then you're good. And then going south, coming back from Seattle, maybe before 3 o'clock, you won't hit like that rush hour traffic. But anytime after that, you're going to hit that rush hour traffic. So eat a snack, talk on the phone, do whatever you do, just to pass time. Now, if you don't want to get into all that traffic, then we do have the rails, the buses, to take you, the city buses to take you from Tacoma to Seattle. That way they're like in the HOV lane, so you don't have to worry about it. You can read a book, whatever you decide to do. With every city, there's always pros and there's always cons. So I would just say, for me, I love it here. And the people that I talk to, they love it here too. So it's just what's a good fit for you and your family and what vibe you like about like different places. I think that is pretty much it. We're going to wrap it up. And so listen, I don't care if you are moving in 9 days or 90 days. Give us a call, shoot us a text, schedule a Zoom call with us, because we would love to help you make the smooth move to Tacoma, Washington. And as always, I hope I get to show you around town.